Hello everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood crew. I am your streamer, BHCxDark. You can follow along on YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood crew right here, or you can follow along at my name directly below that on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. So it is Wednesday, my dudes. Normally I would be playing Apex Legends right now. However, the EA game servers are currently down and I just can't get in. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit different. We're going to play The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, as the name above or below, depending on where you're watching, is showing. So there'll be no stream tomorrow night because I'm actually going to be on the Overrated podcast again. So by all means, tune into that on YouTube. The Overrated podcast. I will be on there. But for now, we're going to go ahead and play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I'm already loaded up. And let's go ahead and dive into the final dungeon, I would say. Not really the final dungeon, but you'll see. Let's get in. Game's already loaded as always. And it's unmuted, so you can see, again, if you start, if you save and quit in the Dark World, this is where you start. Let's see, this should be a good spot. Yep. Alright, so where I'm going is the top of Death Mountain again. Take a little shortcut through here. Talk to this dude, restore my health. Nice. Let's go this way and this way. Sorry, I still have that little throat scratchy cough thing going on, which I absolutely hate because I hate being sick. Always. Jerk. What a loser. Restore that heart real quick. I have full fairies. Good. Very cool. I like running around with this. That dude disappeared. So the way I gotta go is this way. All the way across. Thankfully I have Le Hammer. This way, there it is. The portal to the 8th dungeon of the Dark World, which is known as Turtle Rock. Because of, well, look at damn turtle. Hop down. Now, if you were here for the last stream last week, the reason why I ended the stream a little early is because this dungeon takes It is the longest dungeon in the game. So, we are going to be here for a while. Sorry, my phone went off. So, you can see, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Well, this cane not only makes blocks, but platforms on these. And that's how we're going to be getting around through this first part. This way, nope. The next one. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, so you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, the way I gotta go is this way. This way, nope. The next one. Yeah. Alright, so. So you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches and a locked door. So, you can see, got 4 torches So let's go. And they do go out after a while, so I gotta get them all. Right here. I could have waited a little bit longer. Ah, you dirty bastard. I knew that was gonna happen. I missed it. That's alright. It'll give me another shot. There we go. Much better. All the way through. Sure, thanks. And the map. Let's go. Ow. Ow. There we go. Four locks, and I go this way. Of course. These guys. Got him. Gives me a key, and I'm through. Don't these guys look familiar? Yeah, they do that. Ow. Let's see. Oh, I remember. This one. Ouch. What a jerk. Gives me an idea. Jesus. Gotta restore that health. There we go. So again, if you didn't know, magic powder on those fire burny dudes, and you get cool. Yeah, they randomly pop out of the ground in certain places. These tunnel things kind of push you around the room. So you end up over here. And the original SNES, if you didn't know, swinging your sword on like pots and these skulls that represent pots in the Dark World would not break them. That's a feature that was added later on in later games. And because this is on the PC, got an extra feature. I think it's this one. Oh boy. Nuts. I got turned into a rabbit. Yeah, definitely need this. Oh. Key. Yeah, it took an I-beam thing right out of the wall. I hate those things. Ah, perfect. Got this. Back into this room. Yep. And I think I'll go back this way. And go down the other tunnel. It's this one. Yep. Finally. Stupid bouncing enemies all over the damn place. As long as I don't face it, it won't shoot me. Now, if I remember correctly, right here. Yep. I think there's a piece of heart or something in there. Shot him right in the back. Yep. Piece of heart. Ooh, heart container. Nice. So that takes care of that. And now, back to the dark world. And back into level 8. Ah, perfect. Looking for this damn thing. There it is. The mirror shield. So this can actually block the lasers that I could not block before. As well as blocking the fireballs. Ta-da. This one. Jerk. Break, break. Bomb here. Bomb here. Kill all these things. There's the other one. And one of these. Aha! Yep. Don't really need this because I have max money and I rarely spend anything, but while I'm here, damn near killed my magic meter on that trip. Oh well. Ow. I knew that was gonna happen. Always does. Oh, this sucks. Ooh, just missed it. And gotta hit the switch first. Whatever that is. Definitely use the hearts and stuff. Ah, here's where the switch is. Ow. Ooh, that was close. This way, this way, and this way. I remember, I remember. Aha. Mother flippers. And I didn't fall off this time. Watch this. God dang it. Keep falling. Let's Let's see what's stealth this way. Kaboom. Blow it. There we go. Oh yeah, I remember now. Gotta make sure I don't jump off or anything. Oh no, I remember. Nothing necessary there, because I've been through there before. Running away. Really? Open the door. Haha. Come here. Alright, let's go. Down this way. This is the way to the boss. Could have sworn this dungeon was longer, but it's okay. Alright. Check this out. One head down. Gotta watch the tail. Ah, you jerk. There we go. Oh, it's not done yet. Still got a third head. Little snake body thing going on. Come on. Give me your weak spot, you jerk. Got him. And the 8th one. You can probably guess who the hell's inside this. Probably. I appreciate your coming so far to rescue me. As I thought, you are the legendary hero. I have felt this from the first time we met. Ganon is waiting inside of his tower to pass through the gate linking the two worlds. Once Ganon enters the light world, it is unlikely anyone can stop him. But if he stays in the closed space of this world, you can find him wherever he runs. Now go to the Tower of Ganon. We will use our combined powers to break the barrier. Let's return peace to the country without fail. Do you understand? See? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Alright. Nope. Only one place left to go. There. And it's just a quick little trip to the left. Lionel's. This is it. Link, we're going to break the barrier of Ganon's tower with our power. Break the barrier. Give me a set of stairs. And we're going in. This is the place. Let's go this way first. Wonder why I always go left first. Oh, and on top of that. Wow. Yeah, keep regenerating the hands. At least if I kill them, they'll stay away for a bit. Got it. Alright, let's go this way. Ooh, get those. Alright. Need this. What is this? Got it. Just in time. Kill these guys real quick. There we go. Bomb go explodey. Or not. There we go. Explosions leading to open switches. Leave me alone, dude. Compass. Ta-da. Just get epically lost in this dungeon. I knew that was going to happen, that's why I kind of hurried. Alright, this way. Yep. Really? Let's see. This way and this way. Got it. I guess that wasn't what I needed here. Oh, I remember. Gotta blow that up. Remember these guys? Strategy's still the same. Stay back, dude. Got him. Slip sliding on the ice. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Big key, let's go. 10 arrows. Some more bombs. Nice. Running. Nothing coming out. Right from the doorway. Ooh, look at this. How convenient. Ow. Red mail. Let's get it. What is up this way? Oh, this room. Whoops. I missed it. Needed to do that. Of course. Just gonna constantly get hit. See what's down this way. Should I use my key there or key here? Pretty sure there's a key in that room, so. Whoa. Ouchies. Wait. Let's see. I'm gonna put a bomb down right here. There we go. Yep, I knew. Alright. I gotta put a bomb just far enough where it hits one switch, but not the other. Like that. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Ow, mother flipper. There we go. Trying to make my way down. This way and this one. There we go. All right. Perfect. Alright, do I need anything else that I can think of? I have everything. Get the hell out of here. Make my way upstairs. There we go. Standing right in front of this dude. Is it this one? No, it's the other one. Let's see, can I kill this guy from here? Yes, I can. Yo, what's going on, man? The sequel for the 3DS? The sequel, what, to this? You mean Four Swords? Four Swords wasn't a sequel. It was a, oh, I know which one you're talking about. Link Between Worlds. Yes, I have it. It's great. Yeah, it's kind of like a pseudo sequel. Still very great game though. Ooh. Whoops. It kind of is, but at the same time it's not. It's weird. Same two jerks. It's still a great game though. Let's run it through. How the hell do you think I'm gonna get over there? Well, I'll show you. Like that. Someone posted a TikTok not too long ago, essentially showing the same trick. But I'm like, I can't think of any other way to get from there to here, except to kind of scoot yourself down and do that. I've never found any other way to do it. Well, it's been a while since I played it, but Jesus. Maybe you are right. Now that I think about it. Which one was it, a pseudo? Ah, okay, now I remember. Yes. No, you're right. You're right. It is a direct sequel. It takes place in the same Hyrule. But it's not the same Link, though. It's a different Link. Which kind of tends to be the norm nowadays with Zelda games. Come on. Get into sword range, you jerk. Stupid ice. Killing me. There we go. Finally. What the hell? That's weird. Wow, I just had a weird little glitch. That was weird. The boss was not supposed to spawn in that room. That is hilarious. Let me see. Is it Bombos? No. Ether. Wait for them to come up. There we go. There's the path. Pow! Jerk. Really? Gotcha. Running through. Losers. There we go. I got those guys stuck there. Alright. Let's light some torches. Got it, first try. Ooh. Gotta do it before all the tiles fall, or else you wouldn't have any floor to stand on to light torches. Gotta be fast. Ooh, almost took a fireball to the back. Ah, I didn't actually get hit that time. Pop. Alright. Remember this guy. And I fell. Because of course I did. And I landed on the damn spikes. Because of course I did. Alright, let's try this again, eh? This time without the falling down. And I fell again. And I keep landing in the spikes. Nice. Jerk. Come on. Come and get me. There we go. Whole lot of slipping and sliding. Oh, finally. Alright, here we go. The final battle with this guy. Ho ho ho. It's great that you could come all the way here, Link. I'm very happy to see you again, but you better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. Splits into 3. twice that time. Got him! He dead. It's been him the whole time. Get out of here, jerk. This is the one and only time that stupid bird works in the dark world. Yeah, that's why I said he was right afterwards. I was wrong. He was right. But like I said, it's been a minute since I played A Link Between Worlds. But yes, A Link Between Worlds is a sequel. It takes place after A Link to the Past, this game, but it's not the same Link. It's a different Link. So before we take on Ganon, I am off to blow this hole open. And not just any bomb will do the job. It has to be a very special bomb that you can only acquire from all the way over here. Link's house in the dark world. This dude. Yes, I want this. And now it's gonna follow me. I just gotta make sure that I don't take... Well, really press A anywhere, so that means I can't run. As I make my way back. Jerks. It even ruffles the grass. Alright. Pow! There we go. Mysterious pond. Would you throw something in? Throw an item. What am I throwing? Arrows. Reason why? Hello there. Did you drop this? No, I threw it in. You are an honest person. I like you. I will give you something important. These are the silver arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of a fairy. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. You must defeat Ganon. Silver arrows. These are the silver arrows. You need them to defeat Ganon. Thanks, Miss Fairy. Now I'm going back in. Because there's one more thing I can throw in. There it is. Hello there. Did you drop this? No, I threw it in. I like an honest person. I'll give you something better in return. Your sword is stronger. You can feel its power throbbing in your hand. I wish they'd use a different word. I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but again, phrasing. Alright. Fully powered up Master Sword. Silver arrows. Everything good to go. Let's roll. I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. It's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego, Aghanim the Dark Wizard, twice! But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay. Fire bats! Ow. Ow. More fire bats. doing the teleporting thing. I should get this ready, because if I manage to catch him off guard... Where you going, dude? You are doing well, lad. But can you break through this secret technique of darkness? On guard. Gotcha, jerk. Ouch. That's fine. Because I have 3 of these. Whoops. Ah, you jerk. Oops. There it is. Got him! And yes, I did purposely stand right there for this. There it is. Welcome, Link. I am the essence of the Triforce. This is like a spiritual voice that he hears probably in his own head. The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. Makes sense. Makes sense. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Yes, it is a different Link. I don't think it's centuries though, but it does take place a certain amount of time afterwards where it is a different Link, because in this game, the family member, which is never really known or mentioned, in this game, they don't have a name, they don't have a relationship. In A Link to the in Link Between Worlds, they are the blacksmith, and Link is the apprentice, and I believe it's his uncle or something like that. Like I said, it's been a minute, but yeah, it's not the same Link. A lot of some of the locations are the same, but at the same time, a lot of other locations are different, or at least appear different. How they're accessed, how they are traversed are different. Excuse me. So yeah, it is a different Link in the same Hyrule, but it takes place after this game. I'm just not sure of the time frame. But if you give me a minute, I will find that out. So Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark World. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true, which is to conquer the Light World. But now you have totally destroyed Ganon. His Dark World will vanish. The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. Now, touch it with a wish in your heart. Lifts it over his head. The Return of the King and Hyrule Castle. good guards. The loyal sage at the sanctuary. The dude that supposedly died is here alive. We even saw his body fade away a la Kenobi. Sahasrar's homecoming. Remember, he didn't die, he just went back home. That was his house. The bird. Vultures rule the desert. The desert palace. The thief dude trying to crack open another chest. The bully makes a friend. The mountain tower. So these two dudes from the dark world actually managed to get back to the light. Your uncle recovers. Here we go. So it is his uncle. Flippers for sale. The witch and the assistant. We'll see. We'll see. This one I specifically streamed it. Twin Lumberjacks at a Woodsman's Hut. Never met these guys because they're completely optional. But I streamed this one specifically because this is actually an HD re-release or reprogramming of the original SNES assets to work on a PC. I'm actually using a PlayStation 5 controller to play it on computer. Venus, Queen of the Fairies, never bothered to meet her. Again, completely skip it. Dwarven Swordsmiths, these are the guys that upgraded my sword from the level 1 Master Sword to the level 2, which is actually level 3, but how the game handles it. Bug Catching Kid, Kakariko. He was the one that was sick. That's him right there. He lends me his bug catching net. I would believe that his wish was to undo all the damage, all the pain, suffering that Ganon caused, or essentially undo his wish. And because if Ganon never made his wish, then none of these people had to die, get hurt, or anything like that. Like even the kid, the bug catching kid, it was said that he caught his cold from the evil energy coming down from the mountain. The Master Sword sleeps again. Forever. Alright, so FYI, I have it right here. A Link Between Worlds is a spiritual sequel to A Link to the Past, as recurring elements and themes are shown throughout the game. However, it should be noted that A Link Between Worlds takes place a few hundred years after the event of A Link to the Past. So, yes. A couple centuries, so yeah, a few hundred years. They're not specific on how much time has passed, but at least a few hundred years have passed since this game and the beginning of A Link Between Worlds. So, here you go, your actual credits. These are people that deserve all of the credit. Ha! For making this game. But yeah, this is off of Zelda Wiki. And everyone else is basically saying the exact same thing. No, I did. It's just that the fairy that upgrades some of your items is the one behind the waterfall over by Zora's domain. Like where you go to get the flippers, there's a singular waterfall over in the corner. If you swim up it and through the middle after you get the flippers, that's the fairy that not only upgrades the boomerang, but upgrades the shield from the regular one to the red one that blocks fireballs. And then it's the big fairy, the one inside the pyramid, which you saw me do, that upgrades the sword to the final level, level 4, and gives you the silver arrows, which are actually required to beat Ganon. But every other great fairy, including the one you saw at the Big Fairy's Fountain, She was actually there for to like upgrade your like your bomb bag, your arrow capacity, stuff like that. But at this point, as long as you're careful with 30 arrows, you can pretty much handle anything. 10 bombs, take care of everything. Okay, so so Link to the Past is the same link for Oracle Ages and Oracle Seasons and Link's Awakening. Yes, actually yes. And there's actually a kind of like a headcanon that there is an old man in A Link Between Worlds that if you face him in a duel, he shows up as a very powerful version of Link, and people are kind of saying like he's old Link, which is the same Link from Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Link's Awakening. In fact, the actual order for that is A Link to the Past. He leaves and goes on the island adventure in Link's Awakening. When he returns to Hyrule, he's sent on the twin missions of Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. And I think that's it for that Link. Oh, so this is how many times I've gotten game overs, or I think died. I know I died a couple times, but I don't think I got any real game overs. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, so I got no game overs at all. Did die a couple times, but thanks to the fairies, I zeroed out the score. So technically it'd be considered a perfect game, but people, the actual gaming community probably wouldn't consider it because I did die. I just had fairies as backups. So there it is, folks. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on PC, and no, Nintendo did not allow this. And the reason why they're not really coming after the group that did this is because they're not using any of the original code from the SNES ROM. They're only using the assets, the art assets, the sprites, the levels, like all of the actual artwork is basically translated from an SNES ROM rip of the original game, and then it's using custom code, which allows it to run on the PC. See, that's the thing with the law, at least in this particular case. This is the reason why that Super Mario 64 PC thing was allowed to happen, and you can still access it. It's because although they took the art assets, 3D models, sound bites, all that stuff from the game, all of it's running on custom code. So they're not using Nintendo's intellectual property in the form of the actual coding for the game. They created their own custom code and just ported over the art assets. But in no way, shape, or form are they saying we created these art assets. They're saying Nintendo made this. We're just running custom code to show it to you. That's it. So it's kind of like a bit of a gray area there for from a legal standpoint, which, as we know, Nintendo can be a bit of a hard ass when it comes to that, especially for people who, like to stream Nintendo titles. I think they went after one streamer not too long ago, and no matter what this guy streamed, if he streamed anything from a Nintendo property, or if he played it off of like a Nintendo console, they had his videos on YouTube taken down to the point where he had almost no content posted. I think he was like a Nintendo streamer. Like he only showed content from their titles or their consoles. But yeah, they're very much like a hard ass when it comes to stuff like that. So for them to not go after the group that did the Super Mario 64 port as well as this one, there's also an Ocarina of Time one, if you can believe that. That one's not finished though. I'm actually following that one. Or is it finished? Did I stream that one? I gotta double check. So forgetful. But yeah, I actually plan on getting. So just customize your own code, and Nintendo will leave you alone. Can't you get in trouble for using their art and BGM, which is background music? For those of you who don't know what BGM stands for. As long as you're not claiming that content as your own, that artwork and that music as your own, they can't really come after you, especially since you're not doing it for profit. Like this whole project that I just finished, excuse me, is 100% free. Like there's no monetary value in any of it. You can't buy it anywhere. It's free to download. In fact, there was one programmer that actually made it surprisingly very easy to not only get the ROM, but as well as provide all of the necessary programming, and kind of runs it through it for you to generate the .exe or the application that runs this version of the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And that's what I use because it made it really, really easy in order to launch this code, as well as some custom aspects. This is something I was talking about earlier. And when I first started it, is in the original SNES version of A Link to the Past, if you swung your sword on like pots or the skulls, they wouldn't break. This is something this is a feature that was added in later titles. And because it was an SNES, this is kind of like the pre-DLC, pre-updates from internet. So they couldn't add that feature in after the fact. This version has that as a feature you can tick on or tick off. In fact, let me actually show you right now. Let me come out of this. Alt F4. So this is the little executable right here. You can see it has the first button says restore. This will actually connect to the internet, download the appropriate files to generate the custom code that it then allows me to launch the game. It says Zelda 3. That's because in terms of the titles that came out sequentially, the original Legend of Zelda that came out on the NES is technically considered Zelda 1. The Legend of Zelda 2, Zelda 2, and then this one, because it was the third title to be developed, is codenamed Zelda 3. So you can see here under settings, not only do you have specific things like your window size, full screen mode, but you can also mess with your audio a little bit, make it a little bit more robust, at least on the ears. You can change the aspect ratio. Normal, which is the old tube TVs, had an aspect ratio of 4:3. Widescreen, like I'm playing here, is 16:9. Or you can actually download this onto your Steam Deck if you have one, and the aspect ratio for the Steam Deck is 16:10. You also have things like autosave you can tick on, performance in the title, which is basically your frames per second, unchanged sprites. This is avoid changing sprite spawn and die behavior. This is required for replay compatibility. Never used it. Displays 240 vertical lines rather than default 224. So you get a change in the vertical height of the resolution. Disable frame delay. This is for like, it gives a better performance if your display is set to exactly 60 hertz. Mine is actually set at 75 by default. And then visual fixes. This is like, avoid glitches and stuff like that. But this is the part that I wanted to tell you about over here. So this is actual gameplay changes that only are available on this version of A Link to the Past. Advanced item selection allows you to actually map the buttons, map items to other buttons. So you can see not only is it just allows to switch items with L and R, but also allows you to assign them to the XY LR. That's if you're using a controller similar to mine, or if you have like an Xbox controller, or you're using a Switch Pro controller on your PC. You can limit the items. Like if you tick this on, You can limit to only the first 4 items, or if you leave it off, then it'll cycle through all the items. You just keep hitting L until you find the one you're looking for. Allow turning while dashing. Pretty self-explanatory. The mirror teleports you to the dark world, so the magic mirror would actually work in both directions. That would kind of be cheating, because then it'll allow you to warp anytime you want, anywhere you want. And it's kind of game breaking if you have that feature, so I turned it off. Collect items with the sword, I did leave that on. So if you saw me playing, the item drops or stuff like that, I can swing the sword. So even if it's just out of reach for me to be able to walk over it, I can swing the sword, pick it up. Break pots with sword. This is the one I was just talking about. You can break pots if you have a level 2 or higher sword. The level 2 sword is actually the master sword, so it'd be the next weapon that you get. Disable the low heartbeat. So that's when you're running low on the health, that beeping that happens, you can disable it. Skip intro on the key press. I had that turn on because that intro, as great as it is long, especially when you have to watch it multiple times. Indicate max resources. So if you saw like my money, bombs, arrows, stuff like that, normally in the game, that number is white even when you're at max. So let's say I was at 30 arrows, it would still stay white. By turning this on, once I hit max arrows, stays at 30. And the number 30 actually goes yellow. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You can have up to 4 bombs active instead of just 2. Again, there's not really any... Like, I really can't think of any situation playing through the game again where you would need more than 2 bombs active. Hell, at any point, you really don't need more than 1 active. Larger wallet, self-explanatory, says it right there. Carry up to 9,999 rupees instead of the normal max, which is 999. Miscellaneous minor bug fixes. That's basically just like code-generated stuff. Just to make the game continue to run smoothly. Game-changing bug fixes. These are big fixes that are significant enough to impact game behavior. I turned it on just as a recommendation, because again, I don't want to be stuck in a situation where a game glitch causes me to not be able to finish, basically. And then cancel bird. So the bird is for like warping in the light world. Call the bird. You have one of 7 locations you can pick. This allows you to cancel it by pressing X. Truth be told, if you really wanted to cancel it, just move out of the way before it picks you up, and that's it. But I'm guessing this is more for the actual selection screen. So yeah, I plan on buying an internal capture card for my PC streaming purposes, so I can use my external one, so I can connect my Switch to my PC and play Switch games and stream those. So on there, I would have access to every other. Yes, it is pretty cool. No. That's one thing I did from the get-go. When I first started streaming, is I have no intention ever opening up my donation. That's why I don't even have a button for it anywhere to be found. I do this for fun. I do this for my own mental health, and I do this to interact with other people. I like talking to people. I like getting people excited or getting people into this. But yes, once I get that other capture card, I am paying for the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass. So not only do I have access to the NES titles for Zelda, so that's Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, I also have access to the SNES version, the original version, but after playing this one, we'll skip that one. I do have access to both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, not the 3DS version, but the actual N64 version. Yes, because in order to officially play the games, I would need to connect it to an HDMI cable to a capture card, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Like you see this screen right now. This screen is off my main PC, which is directly in front of me, and I have dual monitors. That's how I have the chat on one side and my gameplay on the other screen. But I actually have a second computer with a third monitor above. This is how I'm watching my sound levels, making sure that the amount of time, the amount of frames that I've dropped, stuff like that, like my statistics for the stream are right here above me. I actually have a second PC that's running my OBS software. That's my streaming software. So I'm using a capture card to capture whatever is on this screen in front of me and put it right here. So what you're watching right now is being streamed. The video is going from my main PC to the streaming PC and then up to the internet for everyone to watch. But yes, once I have that capture card, I will be streaming more Switch games. I do have, not only would I have access to the N64 Switch games, I actually just played and finished the Minish Cap, which is one I had not finished before. So I finished that. Great title, by the way, on the Game Boy Advance. I'll have access to the N64 ones. I do not have a Wind Waker, so that one I'll probably try and like finagle to be able to play. The same with Twilight Princess, but I do have the remake for Link's Awakening. Give me one moment. And I'm back. So these are my Switch titles that I actually own carts for. This is, you can see it right there. This is a Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is the remake specifically made for the Switch. This game originally came out on the Game Boy. It was actually the first Game Boy, one of the first Game Boy games to ever come out was the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Yes. Well, no, in this particular case, the game is running natively on my PC. But if I wanted to, once I have the other capture card, yes, I would, instead of connecting the Switch to the TV with an HDMI cable, I would use a dock to connect it to this capture card. And then whatever is coming into the capture card would then be displayed here for everyone to see. I actually have... Give me a moment. Got something else to show. So I have it. This is the Tears of the Kingdom Special Edition Nintendo Switch OLED. You can see the controls. Special edition, and the back kind of has these weird circles on them. I don't know if you can see them. They're pretty good. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. The dock, super cool looking. It has it's basically Zelda motif all across the front, a couple of them in the back. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for Tears of the Kingdom. But like I said, once I have that hooked up, I'll be able to play the other titles, which highly recommend. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is where all storyline elements, they all started here. This is what I was saying yesterday. And then of course, gotta have it, Breath of the Wild. Yes, absolutely. Capture cards have definitely become a big thing in recent years thanks to the streaming community. But they're not a new technology. I actually used to have a capture card way back in the day. This was years ago. I had a capture card that actually had a coax input, so I could connect a cable box to my PC and not only watch TV on my computer, but I can record any show I wanted to directly to my PC. And with newer capture cards, you have higher definition. Thanks to HDMI, you are able to capture anything in high definition directly to your PC, record it, or stream it live like I'm doing right now. So it is very, very cool. They're not overly expensive. I have the Elgato HD 60 Plus, which is an external one. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. '60 Plus. It is not the Plus. I have the 60 then. No, that is also not it. What the heck? That's not it. One moment. Let me find the right thing. Okay, this is what I have. So you can see from the picture, you have audio in, HDMI in, and this is USB. On mine, it's actually USB-C, which is the new standard. On the other end, so you would find over here, is you would have out. So the switch would connect here. The other end would connect to my streaming PC, and then you would be able to see it up here. So you can see right there in the pictures. This says mini USB. That is not correct. They've since upgraded it to have USB-C, which is for better video transfers. Because you have to remember, you still have to get the video. Sorry, no, that's not correct. The HDMI out connects to your monitor or TV or wherever you're playing, and the card just captures the video, the middleman, and through the USB cord sends it to your PC. Now remember. But yes, that's how it works. HDMI in is where the switch would connect, HDMI out to my monitor, and then the USB cable would transfer the video from this capture card to the PC. An internal one would still have the HDMI in and out, but everything else would be directly attached through the PCI port onto the PC. You do need a PC because that's what the capture card connects to, and essentially sends the video signal you're trying to capture, whatever it is, your cable box, a PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, another computer, or whatever. The capture card takes that video signal, then sends it to your computer. Then whatever you do with it from there is up to you. You can use it to record shows, or how most of us use it now, for streaming purposes. This is being captured live from my main PC, which, let me see if I can show you here. That's this PC. So you can see specification wise, I'm running a bit of a beast. I'm actually running an NVIDIA GeForce 3060, which I actually managed to get at a decent price. So hopefully the time of the scalpers is over. But the PC that is currently streaming this is a completely separate machine. And the capture card is just transferring the video from the main PC to the other PC, and then allowing me to put it here for everyone to see through OBS, which is what this is supposed to do. Where's the upgraded one, though? This is, I'm guessing, the new version of it. It's weird looking, but I'll allow it. I'm guessing the back is where all the ports are. There it is, the HDS Plus. This is the one I have. So you can see external capture card, stream and record in 1080p. That 60 is 60 frames per second, which it is basically the standard for smooth video. Obviously, some games support higher frame rates, pushing 100 plus, depending on how good your hardware is. But for recording and streaming purposes, 60 is extremely smooth. It also does 4K, 60 frames a second. Ultra low latency, that's the time between when the input signal is detected and it's when it's displayed for you to see. For recording purposes, oh yeah, more than powerful enough. The MacBook's actually really good for media purposes. I'm not a fan because essentially, ultimately, outside of that, they're just a glorified laptop. But if you're using it for like video editing, photo editing, you can't get better than a MacBook, especially the pros. But in this particular case, if you want to use a capture card like this Elgato external one and say record, from your cable box or connect a console to it, you can do that. And your MacBook would have no problem not only capturing the signal, but it would have no problem rendering it on screen in real time. Because again, MacBooks are very efficient. That's the word I was looking for. Efficient when it comes to handling incoming data. Very efficient on that. Now, while we're here, so you guys can see, my body is ready. Already pre-ordered. Just waiting for it to arrive. But yes, your MacBook Pro would be more than enough to handle the incoming data from an external capture card. The Elgato series is actually very easy to set up. It comes with its own software for capturing video, which you can record in whatever resolution you like and play it back in whichever way you'd like. I use it personally to stream through OBS and get what you see here online for all to see. But yeah, like I said, once I get my Switch connected, I can actually show you guys. I have my Switch here with me. So you can see here, that's Game Boy. I don't know if you can see it there, but I have a Game Boy. Yeah, screen brightness is killing it. But you can see I have a Link's Awakening DX, which is the basically the colorized version of Link's Awakening from the original Game Boy. I have SNES, NES, Nintendo 64, and Game Boy Advance. Each one of those consoles has at least one Zelda game. Once I get that other capture card and I set it up, the external one will exclusively be used to stream games from my Switch. I plan on setting up one of my extra dock right here on my desk and connect everything through here and be able to stream Switch games directly from a Nintendo Switch, or these legacy titles directly from the expansion pass content that I'm essentially paying for. So yeah, it's going to be very fun once I set that up. We'll be doing that hopefully in the near future. Like I said, just got to get that capture card, the internal one, and then use the external one for the Switch. So yeah, if anybody else has not seen that trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, like I've seen it countless times already, and I don't tire of it. I just don't. Just everything that's shown and the music. Oh my God. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But we will dive into that tomorrow when I am on the overrated podcast with Traditionalist 101 and Hoovy. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll set up a time. But yeah, so we get a great 1 moment. Switch to my talking screen here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut out the stream here. I will be back on tomorrow night with the crew on the Overrated podcast as we dive into whatever the topics are. By all means, check me out there. For everyone else, please follow along YouTube and Facebook at The Black Hood Crew. My name directly, BHCxDark on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. Like I said, catch me tomorrow night on the Overrated podcast. Until then, be safe, be smart, and be excellent to each other. Take it easy.